that's where the canal went under the road. So we're back on the canal way. I think this was walk 8 that I done. I will put a link in the description. I did try the other day to put a little tag up on the screen, but it didn't work. And I've noticed that my end screens aren't working either. Thanks to Phil for pointing that out. I got to look at it tonight and see why some of the end screens aren't working. But obviously the end screen just shows you what other videos I've produced, or there are, or a playlist. But yeah, we're walking along the canal now. We've already done this, so I've just got to get to Midford Aqueduct, and then we'll carry on having a look round and exploring the Radstock arm of the Somersetshire Coal Canal, the White Elephant. Okay, we're just walking along the towpath of the Somersetshire Coal Canal. It's just down to our right. Now, the Radstock arm came off up here. Now, the canal was built. They had a fund for locks, but they used it for something else, I think. That meaning that straight from the start, the canal was going to be a failure. They ended up not using the canal as its purpose of using boats, but they put a tramway on the towpath and ran trams from the Radstock area of all the collieries towards Midford. There was a big exchange wharf on the opposite side of the aqueduct we're going to look at in a minute, where the coal would then be transferred onto boats across the aqueduct and then onto the Somersetshire Coal Canal. Right, so that's the aqueduct there. So the boats would have been on the other side of that. In that field behind that gate on the other side of the aqueduct would have been an exchange wharf where the tramway would have come there, and they would have unloaded the coal wagons onto boats. The boats would have traversed the aqueduct and then onto the Somersetshire Coal Canal just there. Now I would like to get on the other side of there and wait for these cows to go, and then I can get in that field, and there's an old building where they used to keep horses, feed the horses, the rest of the horses. Luckily the cows have moved, so I'm now currently stood on the Midford Aqueduct. As you see, it's been filled in slightly. So in this field on the other side of this gate, this is where the tramways would have ended up and the coal transferred onto the boats. So look down this side, got to watch the cow pats. Oh, we might get a better picture here. Ah yeah, there we go. This is the area of where the coal would have been exchanged onto the boat. So apparently this was a real dirty industrial area. Not a pretty sight apparently. So yeah. Now there's a little building over here, which is where the horses were stabled. It's built into the hillside, and here it is here. So I presume this whole area would have just been a mass of like industry. Yeah, so that would have been the stables for the horses. Absolutely nothing left. Now I'm going to try there's nothing really much else to see here. I'm going to head towards Wellow. There was a tunnel under the village of Wellow, but there's also, you can see where part of the canal looped up and then went towards the tunnel. I don't think we'll get to the tunnel. Christ, look at all that debris down there. That's all from all the floods we've had, I should think. If that ain't moved, that's going to damage the bridge. Or aqueduct, sorry. I mean aqueducts, viaducts and bridges. I always say the wrong one. Right, let's get out of here. Okay, like so I said, we'll go back to the car, which is just next to Midford Yard. And we'll go to Wellow and see what's about at Wellow. I think that's all we can actually see. But we'll have a look. Let's dodge the cow patch. Okay, right, we're in Wellow. I'm going to try and find the canal before the tunnel. Now the tunnel, if I just quickly turn you around, right, there's a church there, went just to the left, so it was just down there. Hopefully I can get a shot of that. And it went under the ground and it went past the church and came out the other side of the road. I don't think we can see the far entrance, but hopefully we might get a picture of the entrance nearer to Midford this side. If not, I'll try and upload a photo, see if I can get permission from somewhere or from a book. Right, book. So the tunnel entrance is, there's a gate just down there, it's to the left of that. It looks like quite a smart tunnel actually, well kept. Well, let's have a look, walk down here. So the canal is somewhere down there on our right hand side. So yeah, basically the canal was dug as a canal to take boats, but when they started using the tramway they filled it in and then laid the tramway. They started off with it on the towpath and then with the tunnel etc they filled it in slightly to raise the bed and then laid the tram on top of it. So was it really a proper canal? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't say so. But basically from Midford, it came out from the basin, the wharf or basin where we've just been, Midford Basin, where they loaded the coal onto the boats to go onto the Somersetshire Coal Canal. The tramway from there basically followed the line to Wellow, near enough on the path of the Somerset and Dorset railway line, and then it cut off the Somerset and Dorset railway before there, right, looped round. I'll show you a map, it's hard to explain. Looped round and then came under the village in the tunnel. But here is the canal here. So we're on a footpath. A lot of it is in private land, which is a shame. But yeah, so this is where it looped round. So if we follow that back, this would have been where the canal, see if I can get you higher than these weeds. I came here in the winter and it was really clear. But yeah, so that's the canal there. It would have come along there, around here, would have looped round here, and then bear round to our right. which, yeah, it does. I can't remember if it's private down here. We'll have a quick walk. So yeah, so we're still on the canal bed, or the tramway, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it is private. Or is it? Yeah, it is. So the footpath goes up there, but the canal went down here. Went on through there. And then it would have rejoined what was now the Somerset and Dorset railway line. That's that. So yeah, really it was a big white elephant, as I said before. I don't even know if there's much more to see. I think there was an aqueduct a bit further on, but I think that's totally gone. We might go and try and have a look. I can't remember what the place is called. I have been there before, but we'll try and have a look. We'll have a look around the church here. But yeah, this is where the canal came. I'm just walking on it now. And then it bared off to the left down there. And that's all private. I should say that was the house where the tunnel is. Right, so this is Wellow Church. I do like churches. Can you imagine we're trying to build something like this today? Oh no, it's too complicated. Now the tunnel is under here, I think. And it would have come out over there somewhere. I don't think you can get to it. Okay, we moved a bit further along from Wellow. I'm now at the place I was thinking of is Stoney Littleton. I don't think we can get into where the railway was. There's an old, oh, I'll have to turn you around, won't I? There's an old pillbox there. Now the railway line and the canal was over there somewhere. I don't think there's any sign of the canal. It's just the Somerset and Dorset railway line. I'm just walking because there's something else really interesting there. An old long barrow. So I'm going to walk up to that and show you that. I can't show you the canal, but we'll have a look at the long barrow. And I think that'll be the last thing we look at for the Radstock. There's no point in going into Radstock because there's just nothing left. There's even nothing left of the railways now. They've just built all over them. So there's only the coalfield stuff left, which you can see. I've done some videos on them. The Bristol and North Somerset Railway that went through there, and the Somerset and Dorset line went through there. Like Radstock was, for coal, was just the epicentre of the Somerset coalfields. Now apparently I'll turn off here in a minute. We've got a diversion for the footpath because the bridge is collapsing that goes over the stream to get to the Long Barrow. And I think we go up here. So yeah, I'll talk to you again in a minute when we get up to the Long Barrow. I expect it's going to be a bloody great hill I've got to walk up. But hey, never mind. Right, so I think we turn off here. Well, God, it's a lovely day. It's really hot. I think this is the right way. Have we got someone we can ask here? Let's see if they know. Oh no. They're running away. Excuse me, do you know where the Long Barrow is? No? Is it that way? It must be this way. They're not very helpful, are they? I think it's right over there. Oh, this is miles away. What a diversion. Look at all the hills. We're back in Somerset. Hills. Let's go and have a look at something. Yeah, you've got to walk up 100 hills. I suppose it keeps them fit. Yeah, so the canal stroke railway line would have gone over there somewhere where all that earth is. Now, there would have been an aqueduct there somewhere. No idea where. To take it over, I don't know what stream it is or what river it is actually. Heading up towards the Long Barrow. Loads of kites about. On the thermals. That's that pillbox we looked at earlier, or saw earlier. But right, let's get to this Long Barrow. That plane, Christ. Bristol Airport. Taking off? No, probably landing. Right, so here we are at Stoney Littleton Long Barrow. Let's go and have a look inside. I think there's some wooded people up here. But yeah, that's where the railway line would have been, in there, in the canal. Okay, I think that's about it for this video. Obviously it was just a quick look at some of the items that were left of the Radstock branch of the Somersetshire Coal Canal, and I walked up to the Long Barrow at Stoney Littleton. Yeah, well worth a little look in there. Actually, went inside. I didn't go all the way down to the end. You can go crawl to the end, but it's very narrow, very low ceiling. It feels very claustrophobic, actually. So yeah, so like and subscribe. I mean, this is a bit different this week. We'll get back to the canal probably next week. I'm going to have to move again soon, so yeah, we'll get back to the canal again. I just want to try and get to Bath on the boat, and then either take it onto the River Avon just up to Pulteney Bridge, and then back onto the Kennet and Avon, and then head back towards Devizes, and then head further on towards Reading. Whether I can or not, I don't know. I've got to obviously be careful because of work, travelling to work. The Jiminy though is better for fuel economy, so it should be okay. So yeah, like and subscribe. It's free. You don't have to, but it is free. Helps the channel, helps me out. I just do this for fun, really. It's like a little hobby. Gets me out and about, gets me on a walk, and I can show you things that maybe you've seen or maybe you haven't seen. So yeah, tatty byes for now, and I'll see you on the cut soon. Cheers.